Hi everybody, I'm Katie and this is Lacey, and together we are Budget Bitch. Today we're going to do an end of month review for the month of January. We're just going to walk through my budget journal and go through budget, how I made out, where I overspent, and also wins, totals for income and debt payoff and things like that. Let's jump in. So starting with the wins, you can see I filled out January. Here's what I did this month. I got married. It was a big deal. I bought my uniform that I needed to buy. I stayed within my Starbucks budget. That's a huge deal. I paid over $1,300 towards my car. Alita is the name of my car. And I earned just over $6,600, which is pretty great. And I refinanced a house. My husband and I are still in the process, but we've done all the paperwork, so it should close in February. I'm going to call it a January win, though. On to our income tasks page. I've checked off everything here, which means I appropriately reconciled each paycheck I got. I also listed my income over on the side, you can see, and there's our total that we saw from the page before. $6,695.92. Not bad, if I do say so myself. I'm pretty proud of that. I actually haven't totaled my monthly income very often because I have income from so many sources. It's kind of exciting to see the number. January sinking funds. You can see Lacey got a bath in January that we weren't planning on. I moved her bath up because she was in my wedding and I wanted her to be clean for it. So I'm in a negative balance there. Birthdays, I contributed, but I didn't actually spend any of that money. I will this month instead. Car registration, we're halfway there. Because I got married, I have to delay my car registration, so it actually won't happen until March. Car care, I saved my $60. Renter's insurance, I had some change left over from that. I actually have now canceled my renter's insurance because since my husband and I are married, I no longer need renter's insurance. I'm covered under the homeowner's insurance policy. And then my overflow, $55, which is just in there. I did check off all my goals. True confession time, I did not finish my website in January. I finished it, I think it was February 1st or February 2nd. And full disclosure, it's like maybe not finished, but it is launched. I did create a base website, which was my goal, was just to have like first draft, first round out there in the world. It's not really ready for people to see yet, but it's ready for me to send around to my people, to my family and my friends who help me with this kind of thing and get feedback on how I can make it better. My weekly check-ins at the bottom, you can see by the end, I was under budget on Starbucks, slightly over budget by $22 on restaurants, and big time over budget on miscellaneous, $200. I saw that one coming. I saw that one coming for sure. All right, here is my January budget. Next month is going to be prettier. Well, maybe not prettier, but at least easier to read. So you have that to look forward to. I went through and highlighted the areas where I was over budget and then under budget. My car insurance was over budget just by a few dollars and now has changed. I redid my quote after getting married and it has gone down, so that's exciting. I'm going to save some money there next month. Gas was just a little bit over. Eating out, we already acknowledged that one was over by a little bit, and then miscellaneous was over by a lot, which we knew. I also was over on charities. I realized that in the course of January, since I made my January budget, I increased one of the charities that I contribute to regularly. They gave me a call and they said, hey, can you start giving however much more a month? And I said yes, and so that one has increased, and then I added another charity in there. So it is increased. It will be $117 moving forward, so I've updated that for February. That's the kind of budgeting mistake I love to make, which is where I was more charitable than I thought I was going to be. Let's do that more often. So yeah, those are the places that I went over. I did save a couple bucks a few places. Those are the green ones. So utilities were a little bit under, miraculously. That's not going to happen in February, I guarantee. Groceries I was a little bit under, and then Starbucks was $2 under. Okay. $2 is $2 though. I've said before that this budget journal is kind of just a motivational thing for me, a little bit motivation and a little bit accountability, but it's not my hardcore math. And this January budget is a great example of why I still also want a spreadsheet, because these numbers changed. I add things in and I didn't save room to add things in, and so it's not as tidy as I want it to be. Plus, I just love that spreadsheets automatically do the math for you. So that's where I want to live in my world. Okay, so I ended the month negative $257.88. And you might be asking, where's that money going to come from, Katie? Well, it's coming from February. I'll give you a sneak peek at February. Here I have January expenses minus 257. So it's accounted for in there. And I just took it out of my overall budget. I didn't take it out of those specific categories because, man, if I had a hard time spending $250 on miscellaneous and then I tried to take it out of there and not spend any, that's probably not going to happen. So it made more sense for me to just take it out generally and nip and tuck where I needed to make it happen. I will say about my miscellaneous spending, I don't actually feel bad that it was over. If I had not gotten married, it would not have been over. So that is nice. That's not a thing that happens every month. But also all of the purchases that I made were still quite intentional. It wasn't like, oh crap, I forgot and I just spent way too much. It was like, all right, well, we're here and we're going for it. That's okay. Now we'll just check in with my trackers in the back of my journal. This is where I have put my income tracker and debt payoff trackers. So you can see my income tracker there. I've already told you this number, $6,695.92. There it is. It's going to be, I'm really excited for next month when I get to add it in and my total is going to get bigger. That's going to be exciting. For my Alita payoff, my January total is $1,272.73. That's the principal amount. So the reason you might have remembered from my January wins that the amount was 13 and change, the reason is because that included this 52.51 that went towards interest. But this total that you see here is just towards principal, which is great and is actually kind of a short month because of the whole wedding thing, and also I didn't plan well enough for Christmas last year. So next month I should have more. Can you hear Lacey snoring? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, and then my TSP monthly check. Man, I got $6,000 to retire with. I think I'm ready. Let's retire. I've already upped my contribution to 7% for February, which is why that's updated. I actually update it mid-month. As soon as my mid-month pay comes in, I update my contribution percentage so it's ready for next month. So that's ahead of schedule. It's actually really exciting. I know that for a lot of people this would be depressing to not have more in a retirement account when you're 40, but I got a late start and it's exciting to see that it is growing. Okay, that's January. I'm going to give myself a solid B+ on January. I think we had some unexpected events happen and we rolled with it, which is great. And overall, I think I felt very mindful about my spending. I felt good about my income. And I feel really empowered to get into February. Thank you so much for watching. Lacey can't say goodbye because she's asleep right now. But she's really cute.